Good morning, class. We're going to look at the rotations worksheet. I didn't get a chance to film last night, but here I am. We're going to look at number 3 and number 6. On number 3, it says rotate 180 degrees about the origin. So we have triangle, and I've already labeled it to make it easier, A, B, C. And it says rotate 180 degrees about the origin. Looking at the rules, the 180 degree counterclockwise, which I abbreviate CCW, or 180 degrees clockwise, which I abbreviate CW, is the same. Your point XY becomes the opposite of X, opposite of Y. It becomes A prime. Or if you did clockwise, point A, XY becomes A prime, opposite of X, opposite of Y. That means whatever the signs are on your point initially, you just change it to the opposite sign. Alright, well, let's look at our problem. I've listed all the points from that triangle. So point A was located at -2, 0. Point B was located at -4, 3. And point C was located at 0, 3. So let's just go ahead and apply our rule. All we're going to do is change all the signs. Alright, -2 will become 2. 0, you can't change that to a different sign. 0 is just 0. Point B, -4 becomes 4. Point 3 becomes -3. And point C, 0 you can't change. 3 will become -3. So once we graph all of these points, that will create your new triangle, which is automatically going to be rotated 180 degrees. So let's look at our grid. Let's talk about turns. If I turn 90 degrees, I'm only moving one quadrant. If I turn 180 degrees, that's going to advance me 2 quadrants. So this direction that I'm moving the pen is clockwise. That's the same direction that a clock hand moves. But if I turn it the other way, that's counterclockwise. So if I move 2 turns for 180 degrees, 1, 2, I'm going to land over here in quadrant 4. Or if I move 2 turns going clockwise, 1, 2, I'm also going to land in quadrant 4. So it doesn't matter if I move clockwise or counterclockwise. For 180 degrees, it will be the same. That is the only rule that's the same, whether you do clockwise or counterclockwise. So let's do our points. Our points again are 2, 0. So I'm going to move right 2 and then stay. 4, -3. I'm going to move over to 4 and then I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3. And 0, -3. I'm going to go to my origin and I'm just going to stay. I won't move left or right, and then I'll go down to -3. And here is your new triangle that has been rotated 180 degrees. And I'm trying to darken the points so you can see them. There are points. That is point 2, 0, which is A prime, and point -3, 0, which is C, so that'd be C prime. And then 4, -3 is B, so that'd be B prime. So that's what you should have gotten for number 3. Okay, we're going to do number 6 now. It says to rotate 90 degrees clockwise. And here's our triangle. It's in quadrant 3. And we're going to, the hand of the clock is going to move this way. So if my triangle is down there, the hand of the clock is going this way, it should be in this quadrant, because each turn moves your shape 1 quadrant, and 90 degrees is 1 turn. So 90 degrees clockwise, it should land here. Alright, let's go over our rules again. Clockwise rules. The clockwise rotation rules, if you're rotating clockwise 90 degrees, your points should change like this. If you have point A, X, Y, it should become A prime, Y, -X. Actually, that's opposite of X. Don't say negative x, opposite of x. So switch places with the x and y is first, and then x is written second, and whatever sign x is, it becomes the opposite sign. That's why I said you need to say opposite instead of negative x, because if it's already negative, it will become positive. So that little line means opposite of x. All right, so let's go to our points, A, B, and C. I have written them out for us. Point A is located at -5, -5. I'm going to show you. If you move over 5 and down 5, you'll be at A. Point B is located at -5, -2. If you move over 5 and down 2, you're at B. Point C is at -1, -4. If you move over 1 to the left and down 4, you're at -1, -4, point C. All right, so let's apply our rule. These are the same, so when you switch places, you can't really tell you're switching places at first because y is written first and it's the same. But when you get ready to write x, you got to do the opposite of x. So that would be 5. So now you can tell you've done something. All right, switch places to write y first, -2. And then when you write x second, it becomes 5. Switch places, -1, -4. You write -4 first, -1 becomes 1. All right, now we're going to graph it. So A prime -5, 5. You will move over left from the origin 5 places and then up 5. And notice my triangle appears to be moving up to this quadrant that we said it was going to move up to, quadrant 2. B prime -2, 5. Go to the left 2, up 5. And then C prime, go to the left 4, and then up 1. And so this is where your triangle will be once you rotate it 90 degrees clockwise. Let me darken the points. Okay, this is A prime, B prime, and C prime. So a lot of you kind of figured out which direction your shape should move and where it should be, and you just drew the shape any kind of way. That doesn't work. It has to be turned in the right direction and in the right location, and the only way you're going to do that is to change the coordinates by following the rule. So this is what your answer should look like on number 6. So hopefully that will help. Me pointing out that you must follow the rules, because that's all it is just following rules. You don't have to memorize the rules, just follow them, and your shape will move in the right direction and will end in the right quadrant. So good luck doing your corrections today. Have a nice day.